we're going to be going over a basic, easy 3-day home disaster kit that no home should be without. The government says so. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name's Justin. If this is your first time here, welcome. We'd like you to hit the like button. Also, be sure you subscribe to the channel and be sure you hit that bell for notifications. You'll get notified every time we upload a video. Today, a easy 3-day home disaster kit that absolutely no home should be without. In fact, the federal government says so. So let's get right into it. This is a very, very basic kit. Will help you stay self-reliant for 3 days in the event of a disaster in case first responders, rescue personnel are unable to get to your home. Water. It's not the funnest part of survival, but it's actually one of the most important. So water, and the rule for water is 1 gallon per person per day. So everybody in your household has to have 1 gallon per that person per day. Now the easiest way to go about this is to stock up on bottled water and have that in storage in your home somewhere. There are a couple of additional ways that you can store water that don't take up too much room, and we're going to put a link to the ones we have shown here, which are some of the ones that we use. You'll find all those links, and you'll find links for all these products down in the description today, so be sure you get your water taken care of. Also, when it comes to water, you need to have a way to purify water, and bleach is one of the suggestions that the Federal Emergency Management Agency gives. So we'll link the directions for that down in the comments. As long as you've got a little dropper that you can use, you can purify water with actually regular bleach. Be sure that you don't get the scented bleach, just regular old bleach, not bleach concentrate, but bleach. Food. You need a 3-day supply of non-perishable food, and that's a 3-day supply for everybody in your family. So the best way to do this long term is to start some sort of a pantry, and all a pantry is just having some extra things on hand that you're going to use anyways. You just have a little more of it in case you can't get to the grocery store. So 3 days of non-perishable food. Now this is going to include the non-perishable food that is already in your kitchen closet or perhaps your cabinets. You need to be prepared to be without electricity, so things that are in fridges and freezers might spoil. So non-perishable dehydrated foods or canned foods are going to be best. So you're always going to want to have some kind of communication with the outside world should the power go out. Battery powered or hand crank radios that will allow you to listen to an FM radio frequency, AM radio frequency, and also you want to have a NOAA Weather Radio with a tone alert. The little NOAA Weather radios that you put in your bedroom, those things have battery slots in case the power goes out. But if there is a disaster and you don't have television, you need to be able to receive severe weather warnings for your area, so be sure you consider getting that. As always, you want to have a flashlight. You're going to be using flashlights in just about any disaster situation, probably more than you are anything. So a good solid flashlight. You want to have a first aid kit in your home, and especially for your disaster kit at your home. You can get these at Walmart, Walgreens, just about any dollar store. We'll put a link to this specific one. This is one that I carry around with me. I have added a few things to it, but at a very basic level, you'll be able to take care of cuts and scrapes and things like that. Always have a first aid kit with you. A whistle. You always want to have some sort of way to signal someone if you're in distress. So this little survival bracelet has several tools on it, and it includes a whistle. So that's a good thing to have. A dust mask in case there is debris in the air. You can use the dust mask that you find at Walmart. You can also use a medical grade N95. The surgical mask won't work as well. The N95 will filter more particulate matter out, but you need to have one of these for each member of your family, just to be able to be sure you have fresh air to breathe. Plastic sheeting and duct tape. So these are for shelter in place situations. So this is the Husky plastic sheeting. The thicker that this is, the better. It just depends on what you can get at your local hardware store, Walmart. This is available for purchase at Walmart. If there is some sort of hazardous material situation where you may need to seal up cracks in your home, whether that be cracks around your door, cracks around windows, you need to be able to have that to be able to put up some sort of a barrier that is going to keep outside air from getting into your home. And your local emergency management and Office of Emergency Management is going to give you specific instructions on sheltering in place and what you might need to do. Moist towelettes, so basically wet naps, and you're going to need a lot more than this for a 3-day supply, but for simplicity's sake we're going to show you these. So you also want to have garbage bags, and this is in case there's an issue with plumbing. So something that we suggest for all of our packs, not just the 3-day emergency disaster kit, are the 3 mil contractor bags. These are much thicker and much tougher and will withstand a lot more wear and tear and won't rip and tear as much. But if you did have an issue with sewage or something to that effect, this is something that you would want to have to be able to dispose of waste. Also, after a disaster, trash may not be running, so you're going to have thick trash bags that you're going to be able to store additional trash in until your trash service can be restored. A wrench or pliers to turn off utilities, and I will link a specific instructions to the FEMA website, to the CERT Community Emergency Response Team, that shows you how to turn off utilities in your neighborhood should something happen. We're talking about gas, we're talking about water, those types of things, but some kind of multi-tool, wrench, or plier to be able to turn off those. Talking about your non-perishable food, you want to be sure that you have a way to get into it. So you need to have a manual can opener either in your cupboard, your pantry, or in your kitchen that you'll be able to use to open up those cans should we not have electricity. Be sure you got one of those. Local maps. So it is good to have local maps in case you have to navigate, and for whatever reason, if GPS is down or not operating, you just need to have a basic idea of the streets in your area should you have to evacuate. We use maps. I'm going to put a link down in the description that will give you an app that will allow you to download maps. It's a free app, and you can download maps specific to your area, and that way you always have maps of your area on your cell phone. Cell phone, that's the next thing, and one of the most important is be sure that you have a cell phone, and be sure that you have a charger for it. You want a vehicle charger, you want a home charger, and you also want some kind of a backup battery, either an extra battery for that cell phone or one of the power banks that you can charge via USB, and then this will charge your phone. If you put just a little bit of time and a little bit of effort and just a tiny bit of money into putting this kit together, this is the 3-day kit that the federal government says that every home needs to have. This is to help you and your family stay comfortable, stay self-reliant until rescuers can arrive. Even if it's not a major disaster, if it's some sort of a power outage, a lot of these things would be able to be used to keep your family comfortable, maybe a little happier. So always good to have around. If you have a 3-day disaster kit in your home, we want to hear what's in your bag. And if you have a suggestion for something that we should add to this list, please do. Be sure you remember that everything is down in the description. And if it's your first time to the channel, thank you for coming over and watching. We would like everybody to hit the like button. Be sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. I'm Justin, and until next time, folks, be safe.